Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA 2K18. Und nachdem wir die letzten zwei Folgen ja mehr so Sightseeings gemacht haben in diesem Spiel, werden wir heute mal wieder Basketball spielen. Denn das ist ja eigentlich die Kernessenz dieses Spiels. Und wenn euch das Spiel gefällt, schaut in die Videobeschreibung. Da gibt es einen Link zum unserem Partner Game Laden, wo ihr das Spiel besonders günstig bekommt. Und jetzt wünsche ich euch viel Spaß beim Spiel und wir hören uns in der Halbzeit wieder. Bis gleich.
Jersey. You guys may have noticed some major gameplay changes in 2K18, and today I'm super excited to have NBA 2K gameplay director Mike Wang in studio with me, and you're going to share some more.
You know, every year we listen to our fans, and the dev team spends the entire year to make the game as the most fun and most realistic NBA basketball sim as we can. And this year there were a ton of changes, from an all-new motion engine to completely reworking shooting and on-ball defense and much, much more.
So let's get you started with 2K18. You have two main ways to shoot, the shot button or the pro stick. For jumpers, hold and then release the shot when you see the shot meter fill up. Using the meter will help you figure out the shot timing for all the signature jump shots we have in the game. If you have vibration enabled in the controller settings, you'll also feel a short rumble when it's the ideal time to release a shot. When attacking the rim, you can use the shot button or the pro stick to perform layups, or hold the sprint trigger to throw down dunks. As with shooting, there are two ways to pull off dribble moves, the post-up dribble move trigger or pro stick. You can perform crossovers, behind the backs, spins, and more by tapping or double tapping the trigger, or by flicking or twirling the pro stick. You can also perform combos by quickly chaining moves together while standing, walking, or driving. Some moves are great for exploding past your defender, while others are useful for freezing them to free yourself up for a shot.
Steps back and fire. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the Utah Jazz. Well, for the Jazz, this is a team they knocked out in the first round in last year's playoffs, so they'd better be ready. Some extra motivation on this one. And the Los Angeles Clippers, for the last half-decade, the winningest basketball franchise in LA. Guys, do you think they can ever catch up with the Lakers in terms, though, of popularity?
Oh, no, not popularity, because you have some homegrown Laker fans that will never change regardless of how well the Clippers do. However, they could take over league popularity outside of LA because other cities around and other cities around the country could favor the Clippers.
It's going to take a long time, Ernie. The Lakers got 11 titles, so you make a dent in that, forget about it.
That's it for us here as we send you to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
What the?
That's awesome.
Hey, only
bro.
one person will prank me during the pregame and has a key to the supply closet. Cool. Hey, you seen Jug?
Yeah.
Jug! Jug! Get over here, man. Yeah, I know you did it. I'm gonna get you back.
Wait. Who is this?
Man, this is Brandon, a.k.a. Lil Jug, a.k.a. Knucklehead. And let him tell you, he the best player that never made the team.
Shh. I'm gonna cross you up right now, Shane. What's good?
You see what I mean? This dude. Look, man, this is DJ, my rookie.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? Oh, my bad. This is my favorite song right now, man. Okay, it was a Yachty? Actually, it is. You know, you might be aight. Yeah, I'm better than that.
Yeah, he alright.
I might even let you check out my mixtape. This guy.
It's not a bad mixtape.
Look, man, they call me DJ for a reason, all right? I do this. So if your stuff's not hot, I'll let you know. Oh, it's hot. I rap just as good as I ball, and almost as good as I dance. What? Oh, boo-boo, let's get it. Yeah, all right, boo-boo, don't throw your back out. Listen, man, I'm gonna see you, man. I gotta do this. All right, man.
Hey, man, and I'm gonna go find somebody to clean out my locker since Jug over here.
Is needed out on the floor.
I'm gonna get you back, Jug.
Later, man.
Sports checks in with their loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
Well, if I put it on the scale, Greg, the aggressiveness was an 8. The shot selection, a 2. Could have been a lot better.
So the Clippers win the tip. A lot of experienced veterans in tonight's game, which brings up a question, Brent. We often see freshmen dominate in college, but it usually takes years for someone to have that same domination in the pros. Why the difference?
I don't know, Kevin. You've been watching the last 4 or 5 years. Doesn't it feel like the young guys are coming in and doing damage right away?
I see them exactly. Their fingerprints have never been more bold and impactful than right now.
I agree. The last decade has shown some of the incredible talent and young talent that the league has been able to find, and they've come in and done a remarkable job with each of their opportunities.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Jonas Jerebko out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then it's Thabo Sefolosha. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. Jordan sets the pick for Gallinari. Rubio with the rebound. In transition, here come the Jazz. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Gobert, the screen. Back to Sefolosha. 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. Drained for 2 points.
Once Cephalosha sees daylight, he maintains his focus, and he hits that shot. He only needs an inch or two of space to feel comfortable with that one.
Now, here is Gallinari. From 12 feet out, Griffin can't get it to go in. And David Aldridge spoke with Quinn Snyder. David?
Well, Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offense. He said, you know, our opponent changes, but our principles stay constant. It's about denying high percentage shots and layups and open threes. If we can make them shoot contested jumpers, and they make them, we'll tip our caps to them. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David. So knowing the kind of offensive team they're up against, they're coming in with the attitude they cannot let them get comfortable early.
Yeah, that's right. On D, they've got to come out with full intensity. Start slow, and they might find themselves with a big hole to dig out of.
Seems like Coach has made that crystal clear for them tonight. He's got them ready to play some very aggressive defense in this one.
Here's Cephalosha, following the basket by Blake Griffin. Mitchell kicks to Yarebko. The dish to Mitchell. It's up a three, and the Jazz another three.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
That free throw good from Gallinari. And Los Angeles with some changes. Harrell, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Austin Rivers comes in for Williams. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Jazz also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. Rodney Hood subbed in for Mitchell. Gallinari hits them both. And Brent, you were drafted by the Nuggets, but traded to the Clippers to start your career. What was it like being a rookie and living in Los Angeles as you adjusted to the league?
Well, I was super excited, Kevin, of course, to be drafted and have the opportunity to live out my dream of being an NBA player. But a lot of people were joking around with me that I don't think the Clippers are in the NBA. Just remembering how many struggles they had gone through and have gone through throughout the course of the franchise existence, coming up from San Diego, moving to Los Angeles, and never really finding a footing. But I learned a ton during my first year, having played under Coach Bill Fitch, a Hall of Fame member that has been around the league and won championships, and really embracing the opportunity to learn and grow and pour a foundation for what I was hoping would be a long and successful career in the NBA.
Rivers can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 6. And Rubio kicks to Favors. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Hood. Favors with the screen. Off the screen. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one's good, Teodosic.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Rubio dishes to Yarebko. Nice ball movement by Utah. Outside Hood. Favors with a screen on Rivers. Hood drives in over Rivers. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Right wing. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
I think it's been kind of cool to watch Austin Rivers play under his dad, Doc, a shifty combo guard with fantastic skills.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good for the Clippers. Reed, he's checked in for Griffin. Sam Decker comes in for Gallinari. And Wells is subbed in for Teodosic. Then for the Jazz, Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Urebko. And it's Burks in for Ricky Rubio. He doesn't get the second one. For Utah, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Burks, the pass to Ingles. Burks against Rivers. Trying to get back on track. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Utah out in front. They lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And Austin Rivers, Father Doc, is the head coach, of course, of the Clippers, and he talked about what it's like to play for his dad.
And I think it's because we've always had that type of relationship where he's always kind of just been a father/coach. So now he's a coach at work and off the floor, he's a father.
Always an entertaining dynamic when you have a father coaching his son. We've seen it in college basketball a few times in the past, most recently at UCLA. But this is a first in the NBA.
It looks like it doesn't make any difference in the case of Doc and Austin Rivers. He's just one of the Clippers, and Doc doesn't treat him any differently.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Alec Burks. Johnson is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Favors, and it's Hood in at the point. The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combination.
Yeah, I like that. Johnson kicks to Burks. Favors sets the pick for Ingles. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Harrell's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Up top, Rivers. Covered by Hood. Here's Reed. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
And there's the 3-second violation. Jordan, he's checked in for the Clippers. DJ comes in for Austin Rivers. Then for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert comes in for Derek Favors. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Joe Ingles. The Clippers trail. Here's Wells. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Jimmy Wells, originally drafted by Portland, solid player out on the wing. And he's always had a spot on the roster with his ability to make plays out on the perimeter.
And Wells' ability to make those plays has never been questioned. It's just his focus on the game, the mindset when he plays that has kind of gotten him in a little bit of trouble. But make no mistake, the talent is there.
Shot clock at 3, and here's Sefolosha for 3. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And Thabo Sefolosha, drafted with the 13th pick back in 2006. He became the first ever player out of Switzerland to play in the NBA.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Reed. Molinari comes in for Decker. And Teodosic subbed in for Wells. Utah also making some changes. Yarebko's checked in for Johnson. Mitchell comes in for Burks. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Hood. Fires from 14, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. And Cephalosha, born to a Swiss mother and a South African father, a painter and a musician respectively.
Well, a unique household to grow up in, and certainly a unique set of skills for Thabo Cephalosha, who again is one of the guys in the league who has to go out on a nightly basis and defend the other team's best offensive player. He does a great job with that.
And not sure what he was thinking there. For Utah, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Mitchell, got a piece of it. Gobert down low. He's against Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. That sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you look back early in his career, Rudy Gobert, he kind of clogged things up just as much at the offensive end as he did defensively. And I tell you what, though, he's made significant strides, becoming much less of a liability on offense.
Williams, he's checked in for DJ. A free throw drops for Gobert. And Gobert last season with career highs in field goal percentage and free throw percentage.
And he averaged double figures for the first time in his career. If you ask me, he'll be a walking double-double in this league for a long time.
Los Angeles with another miss. Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Mitchell. From 13 feet, it goes down. Mitchell's got 5 now. Clippers trail by 4. Pops it up for Jordan. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Cephalosha. Softly drops in the floater. Cephalosha's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Cephalosha is a runner. That time gets out on the break, constantly hustling for those easy baskets.
Williams dishes to Griffin. There's a good screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. Gets a little lazy about what it could be.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. The drive by Rubio. The teardrop falls in. Rubio's got the lead up to 8 now for the Jazz.
And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
Here's Griffin. The kick out to Williams. Jordan the screen. To halt the run. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been shutting down DJ, clearly trying to keep him from having a big night. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge.
Es geht auch gleich an die Seitenlinie zu David Aldridge. Erst noch kurz die Halbzeitanalyse, wie immer von mir. Wir liegen gleich zurück, aber da ist noch nichts verloren. Der Punkteabstand noch nicht so groß, dass er nicht wieder aufzuholen wäre. In der ersten Halbzeit hatten wir einfach auch oft Pech mit den Abschlüssen. Da haben die Körbe einfach nicht gesessen. Auch der 3-Punkte-Wurf von mir war etwas überhastet. Ansonsten war es eigentlich ein ganz solides Spiel von mir für die kurze Einsatzzeit, die ich hatte. Und ich hoffe erstens, dass wir in der zweiten Halbzeit das Spiel noch drehen können und dass ich da auch vielleicht noch ein paar Einsatzminuten bekomme. Und damit zurück zum Spiel und an die Seitenlinie zu David Aldridge. David, bitte.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively.
No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And here's Rubio, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Beverly and Williams are the 1 and the 2. The heart of the team at the 4 and the 5. Griffin and Jordan. And it's Gallinari in at the 3, the small forward. Cephalosha misses.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him. But you know what DeAndre Jordan is going to give you? He's going to grab every rebound available out there and block shots defensively. And on offense, you're going to find him around the rim and finishing lobs.
Mitchell passes to Urepko. And Rubio kicks to Cephalosha. 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. That shot off. Good D by Jordan. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Griffin playing with heart. Like how he slams that one home right now, dominating in the paint.
Utah leading by 4. And Rubio kicks to Urepko. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. To the paint. Here's Rubio. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Reedy's checked in for Jordan. Decker comes in for Blake Griffin. And Wells is subbed in for Williams. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Utah. Rodney Hood comes in for Mitchell. And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. Brett, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put the mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. Beverly with the ball, and it's Johnson picking him up. Beverly against Rubio. They set the screen. Now here's Beverly. He's tightly guarded. Good work defensively by Johnson. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Teodosic subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And Utah with a change here too. Brooks is checked in. Here's Gobert. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Gobert's got 9 points.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
Johnson the screen. Gobert the pass to Cephalosha. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Decker. Makes it off the glass. Decker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Outside Hood. He dishes it to Gobert. Goes back up. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
He misses the free throw.
It has to be, for a lot of teams, a fearsome part of their roster. This Clipper team having both Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan as their starters, both all-star caliber players. If they go unchecked, these two guys can go on the run.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Reed, and it's Rivers in for Sam Dekker. He hits the second from the line. And with the Clippers, they do have that amazing 4-5 tandem. One of the best combinations of dunking big men ever on a team.
Well, they certainly are one of the more exciting combinations of forward and center, consistently getting above the rim and maybe taking the heart out of you with the way they get up there and finish so many lobs and demoralize your defense.
Burks' shot is good. And the Jazz lead by 12. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harrell setting the pick for Rivers. Jumper off the screen. Connects. The jumper drops.
That's what you get with a bigger guard, a guy that can carve out a little bit more space, and Rivers does a good job that time.
Ingles with the screen for Hood. Favors with the screen. Ingles kicks to Gobert. Over Jordan. Bank shot. No good. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Here's Rivers. Another shot. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
They're trailing, but they are really battling. Working the ball down low, getting good looks in the paint. The inside game much improved from where it was in the first half.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Griffin's checked in for Harrell. Williams comes in for Wells. And DJ subbed in for Teodosic. Utah also making some changes. Jerebko comes in for Gobert. And it's Mitchell in for Alec Burks. Free throw good, Jordan. And last season, DeAndre Jordan making his first All-Star appearance.
What a tremendous accomplishment for DJ to come into the league, immediately accept his role as a screen-setting, lob-getting big man that could affect the game with his rebounding prowess. And for him to appear in the mid-season classic, a validation of accepting your role and working within it.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 7.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
12 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Mitchell. He feeds it to Ingles. Sinks the triple. Ingles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And so it's the Utah Jazz going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Keep making the extra pass. Everybody. That doesn't mean you got it. Shoot it. But if somebody's open, you give it to him. Hey, right here. Make your run one step at a time.
And obviously hoping for better team basketball. Doc Rivers really laying it out to his guys.
And it's about maximizing each possession, running your offense all the way through until you find a good shot.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. And Utah, looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Joe Ingles is out there with Urebko. Then there's Favors. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Mitchell in at the two-guard spot. Rubio dishes to Urebko. Mitchell kicks to Favors. They set the pick. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Molinari, he's checked in for Rivers. Clippers trail by 10. Molinari passes to Griffin. Over Urebko. Tries again. And Jordan gets it to go. Jordan's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. Rubio dishes to Favors. Favors with the screen. Molinari against Ingles. Pocket 6. Stolen by Beverly. And that one drops for him. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Utah leading by 6. Rubio outside. Kicks to Favors. There's the pass to Mitchell. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Rubio laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 8.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
This is the feel of a player to use it.
And so it's Utah with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy.
Ah, da hat Utah gewonnen und die letzten Sekunden waren auch nicht mehr drin im Video. Das liegt einfach daran, dass sich mein E-Mail-Programm einfach mal gemeldet hat und gesagt hat, hier, gib mal Passwort ein. Sowas kann ich ja gar nicht leiden, ne, wenn ich gerade aufnehme. Aber was soll man dazu schon sagen, ne? Passiert. Schade, die Niederlage war ein bisschen unnötig.
Next, bro, because I can do that again and again and again.
Played real chill out.
Get out of here. Good game, Shem.
Appreciate you, boo-boo.
Hey, appreciate you, man.
Sir.
Hey, Shem.
What's up, man?
What's that dude's deal, man?
Dude, what you talking about?
The security guard, the dude who
Boo-boo?
stays in the corner.
Oh, man, chill out. Boo-boo the other side of the pillow.
Nah, he not cool with me, bro.
That's
He's
because
always
you're a
tripping.
rookie, man. Look, Boo-boo's super professional. He just hasn't had a chance to fill you out yet, that's all. Matter of fact, come on so I can make that introduction.
You serious?
Yeah, man, come on so I can let him know you in the bus.
All right, man, you could try. I don't think it's gonna work.
Don't doubt me, but it's gonna work. Hey, yo, Boo-boo.
Shem.
About time I made a proper introduction, man.
What's up, man?
This here is DJ, my rookie. And DJ, this here is Boo-boo. This is the man. He is a myth, a legend. The angel on your shoulders and the ghost in the machine, baby.
Many times I got to tell you not to bring up ghosts around me.
We still on that ghost thing, Boo-boo?
I've seen them, bro.
You seen them where?
Keep telling you they're real.
Where they at, Boo-boo? I don't see no ghosts.
Sam, there go one right there. They real, bro.
All right, my bad. Look, anyway, this is Boo-boo. He the head of the security. Got your back always. Good to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too, brother.
And just so you know, just playing with you. I've seen you the whole time. I just had to fill you out and make sure you was all right.
Right.
You seem cool.
Thanks, man. No problem.
Welcome to the team.
Appreciate it.
Now, we have a bond. They cannot be broken. Unless you're trading. Or you're cut. Or you disappear somehow. And in that case, I have to use my Liam Neeson special set of skills to come in. Oh, no, not the skills. All right, boo-boo. Welcome to the team, DJ Fresh Meat.
Thanks, man. Shane.
What's up?
Is he serious about these special skills, bro?
No, he's super serious, man. Boo-boo is super dangerous. Don't get on his bad side, right? No, he's super dangerous, bro. Don't try it.
Ist ein bisschen ärgerlich, dass da jetzt ein Teil nicht drauf war. Oh, und wie immer momentan zum Abschluss der Folge vibriert das Handy schon wieder. Ne? Da guckt man in der nächsten Folge natürlich auch drauf. Um nochmal kurz aufs Spiel zurückzukommen, ja, es war schade, es haben bei uns einfach die Körbe nicht so wirklich gesessen, also wir hatten viel Pech da und deswegen haben wir am Ende auch, muss man sagen, verdient verloren. Aber im nächsten Spiel wird alles besser und in der nächsten Folge sehen wir uns wieder. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, dann lasst einen Daumen hoch da. Ihr dürft auch sehr, sehr gerne kommentieren. Und wenn ihr es noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert uns doch einfach. Vergesst aber nicht, die kleine Glocke neben dem Abonnieren-Button zu klicken, damit ihr auch alles mitbekommt, was bei uns im Kanal so abgeht. Wenn euch das Spiel gefällt, schaut in die Videobeschreibung. Da findet ihr einen Link zu Gameladen, unserem Partner, und dort bekommt ihr das Spiel momentan besonders günstig. Und außerdem findet ihr in der Videobeschreibung auch noch einen Link zu unserer NBA 2K17 Serie, falls ihr euch die Saison vom letzten Jahr nochmal anschauen wollt. Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal, auf die rechte Seite des Bildschirms für nochmal die komplette Playlist zu NBA 2K18 und in der Mitte, da könnt ihr uns abonnieren. Und damit sage ich Tschüss und macht's gut, bis morgen.